afternoon, it's Adil Fazal here, market analyst at CFDs.com, bringing you a review of the European markets for midday's trading, the 4th of October 2017. Please be sure to visit Trade Signals market updates from leading providers at www.tradesignal.com. You can download the app at the Google Play and the Apple App Store. Okay, so let's see where the stats lie. The European session at present, you have the FTSE now turning negative as Theresa May gives a speech. Again, certainly she is a dead woman walking. From that perspective, she certainly has just a matter of time before she certainly gets taken over by somebody else, and it certainly seems like Mr. Boris is next in line, and really he is an absolute dimwit. So, if anything, it certainly doesn't bode well for Brexit, nor does it bode well for the future of the country. So, certainly isn't looking good. In terms of the German DAX, we have the DAX up just about 7 points, although it was up much higher. It actually gapped to new highs before it gave back and closed the gap. The French CAC at the moment is down 17 points. The FTSE MIB down quite a whopping 1.4%. The IBEX is down almost 2.5% after the King of Spain certainly interjected, and it certainly doesn't seem like it's going well at present. Okay, in terms of economic data, let's just quickly go give you a rundown in terms of economic data today. Overnight, we had the Australian markets down. We had the Nikkei more or less flat. The Hang Seng as well. Let's just quickly bring up the stats for the Asian markets. You had the Nikkei up 0.06%, so more or less flat. Hang Seng still up 0.7%, certainly benefiting from the liquidity tap being open there as well. In terms of, obviously, the stronger Chinese data as well on Sunday over the weekend. In terms of European data this morning, we've had the Spanish PMIs certainly coming in stronger than expected. Italian PMIs weaker than expected. French PMIs weaker than expected as well. German composite PMI weaker, services more or less in line, and the European PMIs more or less in line as well, slightly better. Although retail sales out of the Eurozone certainly dismal, certainly expected was 0.3, came in minus 0.5%. That certainly isn't a good picture going forward. Okay, your US mortgage approvals just come out and they've actually come out negative. We're waiting for ADP numbers now in the next 38 minutes, and again that will be a market mover. Then we have market PMI ISM, and then obviously Mr. Draghi speaking around 6:15 again. That will be quite a significant market mover as well. In terms of the Nasdaq, also we have Bullard and Yellen as well. So again, watch out 8 p.m. Certainly expect a lot of volatility on the currency exchange. Okay, in terms of the Nasdaq at the moment, Nasdaq certainly under pressure, given the fact that the European Union certainly is exerting their pressure in regards to a potential tax bill. EU to sue Ireland for failing to collect 13 billion from Apple. Ireland says fully committed to ensuring the recovery of the alleged Apple state aid takes place, etc., etc. Neo monetary policy, one must take foot off gas pedal slowly rather than hit the brakes. Again, like I said, we have concerns with regards to Catalonia to declare independence from Spain as soon as the weekend. So again, that certainly is going to cause a lot of frictions and ripples in Europe. And again, that's a credit, certainly is a risk negative. Okay, and again, Brexit concerns remain. The two sides certainly remain far apart. And again, Miss May certainly is fighting for her life with regards to her speech in Manchester now. Again, it just depends how that speech plays out. UK data certainly came out as well. It certainly seems like whenever economic data comes out stronger than expected, the FTSE sells off, and it comes out weaker than expected, it rallies on the expectation that you are going to get a potential pause in rate hikes. At the moment, the market PMI services came in at 53.6, so again, hence the reason why the FTSE is under pressure, given the fact that expectations of a rate hike certainly are being taken or discounted in. Okay, so hawkish BOE. In terms of the BOE, let's just quickly look at currencies while we stand here. Again, you have Yellen and Draghi speaking, so let's just see where the currencies stand. Euro at the moment, the daily chart certainly remains in holding support, so you're looking for a potential bounce from Draghi. May not be as dovish as everybody expects. In terms of the GBP USD as well, so as you can see, stronger data certainly has helped the sterling. Sterling moving high obviously has caused the FTSE certainly to come under or exerted pressure, so keep an eye on there. Okay, so in terms of the German DAX, let's bring up the German DAX. As you can see here, we gapped higher. We put in a topping tail, then reversed quite sharply, so that double top certainly held. We did actually break to new highs at 12,976, but it was rejected very quickly. We've had a monster rally from 11,800 all the way up to 13,000. Okay, we failed to hit that key psychological level. I was expecting some short covering up there. Certainly trigger a short covering as well. But again, we've pushed lower on the back of the Catalonian situation. And again, we've closed the gap at present. We're into gap fill support. We do have an unfilled gap below at 12,830. All eyes on that gap for now at 12,830 on the German DAX. Okay. In terms of the French CAC, let's bring that up for you. You can see here the market certainly stalling. Daily chart on the French CAC at the moment, you can see we key resistance of up here at 5374. Ever since we've hit that, there is an unfilled gap on the French CAC at 5405. Market may well want to potentially test that as well. And there is another gap up here at 5440. So just keep an eye on that. Okay, the French CAC certainly has remained immune to weakness as of late. We do have multiple gaps below, but the market certainly has been immune to that and oblivious to it as well. 60-minute chart, like I said, we've certainly closed the gap and we are now pushing lower. Okay, let's see how the market fares with regards to the French CAC. We've closed the gap and I'm pushed even lower as well. So again, Catalonia certainly weighing as well. Mr. Draghi later on today, will he be as dovish as everybody expects? That certainly is a wild card, and let's see how the market reacts there. In terms of the FTSE 100, let's bring up the FTSE at the moment. Still certainly exercising weakness, certainly showing weakness at the moment as well. With regards to the FTSE at present, certainly testing that low. Although you are building some type of base here at the 7480 zone. Okay, so moving on to the FTSE 100 here then. So looking at the daily chart, the FTSE 100 at the moment certainly overextended. Given the fact that we have Brexit concerns, obviously Theresa May for clinging on to power, certainly fighting for a potential political life. Going forward again, that certainly is risk off. Okay, in terms of economic data as well, UK data certainly coming stronger. Again, that certainly indicates that the BOE will be inclined and has the ammunition to raise rates and therefore is risk negative. Also, given the fact that oil prices certainly have been weaker as of late as well, Asian markets certainly subdued, certainly not pushing to new highs as was previously, how we've witnessed. In terms of the daily chart, certainly overextended. 60-minute chart at the moment, bearish engulfing candle. The bears certainly taking control here. We can certainly look at this potential bullish channel again being tested. Okay, so again, watch out for that key diagonal trend line broken. 10-minute chart at the moment, again, we are holding the key support at 7450. Again, I've just closed my shorts now, given the fact that we've held that potential key support 7450. If we retest 7466 again, I'll certainly take the opportunity there to short the FTSE 100 again, or even 7475 too. Okay, so again, looking for weakness here with a lower high on the FTSE 100 in a 10-minute chart. There are multiple unfilled gaps. I mean, you've got the unfilled gap at 7370, then you've got the unfilled gap at 7320. Now, those two gaps both are in play from my perspective. Okay, so that's the FTSE 100 for you. In terms of Euro stocks, let's just quickly go over the Euro stocks. Okay, daily chart at the moment, you can see bearish engulfing candles, certainly overextended from my perspective. We've certainly started to reverse now. Okay, 60-minute chart at the moment, again, you've held that potential double top and then rejected. Okay, so any potential retracement now certainly will be a shorting opportunity again on the Euro stocks from my perspective. So watch out below on the Euro stocks. 10-minute chart as well, certainly has sold off quite significantly at the moment from the pivot high at 3608 down to 3584. Okay, again, you potentially have support down here at 3577 and 3575. Any retracement now, from my perspective, on the Euro stock certainly is a shorting opportunity. Anywhere back up to that 3600 zone, more than happy to open up a potential short opportunity with the stop loss above the previous high. Okay, right. Okay, that's a good summation of European indices. Please be sure to visit CFDs.com for your trading needs and take advantage of the bonus. Goodbye.